book recommendations for somatic therapy and internal family systems written by women. So the really unfortunate thing is that Somatic Experiencing, which was founded by Peter Levine, that was where Waking the Tiger came in. He actually was working with a woman named Pat Ogden right around the same time. Pat developed sensory motor psychotherapy. Peter Levine developed Somatic Experiencing. This is Pat's book, though, man. It's like a textbook. It's huge. It's a textbook. It's dense. It's heady. I wish it read better. Pat Ogden, can you give us a better, an easier read, please, for the general masses? And I don't actually think she will, because sensory motor psychotherapy is kind of exclusive to therapists. Like, you have to be a therapist to train in it. Whereas Peter Levine is really open to body workers, acupuncturist, physical therapist, talk therapist, gamut. And what I love about that is that brings us to women like Elaine Duncan and Kathy Kane, also Kathy Kane, who are alternative practitioners who have trained in Peter's modality, but then have adapted the work to fit their practice better. And quite frankly, I think learning from diverse practitioners is the best thing for a therapist specifically, but really the general population, because therapists don't know how to talk to the body. You learn how to talk to the brain, not the body. You need a body worker. You need a yoga therapist. You need somebody that is trained in the body, that built a career off working with the body. Kathy Kane is a exceptional massage therapist and actually has a book. I've got a book down there in her modality, or not her modality, orthobionomy, which was something she excelled in before Somatic Experiencing. That is a bodywork book, and I'm trying to stay on topic. So, female written for Somatic Experiencing. Nurturing Resilience by Kathy Kane and Steve Terrell. Steve's a groovy dude. Give him a pass. The Tao of Trauma by Elaine Duncan and Kathy Kane. My caveat to this is that Elaine Duncan is an acupuncturist, and she roots a lot of what she does in traditional Chinese medicine. If you have no idea about traditional Chinese medicine, this may be a little abstract. If you want the one-on-one, I actually have like a whole playlist on my page. I'm actually went fairly viral for got like 5.5, 6 million views on something that people thought I was talking about somatic therapy, and I was 100% talking about traditional Chinese medicine. And if I knew then what I know now, I would have just ridden the wave and said, yep, I meant somatic therapy, and gone with that. But instead, I wanted to argue. I wanted people to understand where I was coming from, not just let them like have their own thoughts about me. We've worked on that, though. I digress. So female written internal family systems / parts work resources. I find it super interesting that the IFS level 1 training manual was written by 2 women, not by Dick himself, but, do with that what you will. Their names are Mariel Pastor and Jennifer Galvain, if you want to look for resources for them. I meant to, but I just, honest to goodness, I forget every time I actually get around to it. And then remember it and think I should, and then forget it again, right? But also, Somatic Internal Family Systems by Susan McConnell is actually something that you can get fairly easily. Dick Schwartz actually wrote the foreword for her book, so, clearly has this stamp of approval, plus it blends the two. And the last resource that I have for today was actually written by Virginia Satir, and it's called Your Many Faces. It's super thin, super easy to read. I have sort of a love letter to Virginia Satir on my page, but that's neither here nor there. But it's super simple, super easy read. And what I like about it is that she goes into parts language without actually going into a whole modality.